landing pages, opt-in pages, funnels, squeeze pages. Why do they have to be so expensive to create? You can pay $20, $50, $100, $300 for tools out there to build a really nice landing page. When in reality is, you can actually do it in WordPress really reasonable. All you need is a few tools, plugins, and a really good theme to do it. And let me show you how right now. All right, hey guys, this is Jason Gerald, and I want to show you how you can create your very own opt-in page using your own website using WordPress. It's very simple to do and it's easy to do, and I'm going to show you some really cool tricks on how to do this. Now, if you don't have a website yet, or if you do have a website, I highly suggest going to skyviewhost.com, and let me show you what that looks like. Skyviewhost.com has some awesome deals going on right now. They've got a basic, a plus, a turbo cloud, and a business cloud. For $9.95, you can have one website which gives you 5 gigabytes of storage, 25 gigabytes of bandwidth, free SSL, free disk space, free light speed cache, which is unheard of, Cloudflare Railgun, which increases your security and performance, cPanel setup, WordPress setup, unlimited emails that you can forward it to your main email account, a park domain, add-on domain, chat service. And by the way, that right here is $50 a month alone out there if you go try to buy one. Astro Pro theme, and it's a pro theme. You get the Elementor Pro plugin, and you get daily backups, all for $9.99 a month. That's a heck of a deal. And it goes up. You can get 5 websites, 10 websites, or 50 websites, all right there. And if you want more information on the backups, or the chat services, the chatbots, you can just go right there and look at all the different chatbots that they have. If they just click on it right there, it goes to the actual different chatbots that can be set up. And you click on that, it shows you a preview of that actual chatbot. Pretty cool and how that works. And there's all kinds of different chatbots you can see. You can see here subscribers, get subscribers, landing pages. There's ones for affiliate marketing, all kinds of chatbot services. So let's go ahead and get right to it, and let me show you how to set up your very own landing page. Now at jasongerald.com, which I'm Jason Gerald, you will be able to go to opt-in pages, and I've got examples. Now I'm creating this video right here, and here's Elementor Pro and ConvertKit. Now, if you go with the hosting with Jason Gerald, you can get Elementor Pro automatically set up. But here's some examples. And if you want to see these examples of opt-in pages that you could do, you just click on that and it'll open up a full page example of what this opt-in page will look like. And in this one here, and this was automatically linked up to ConvertKit, where it actually captures the name, the email, and address, and it puts all this information directly in there for you. And I'm going to show you how you can create this from scratch. Okay, so it's pretty simple to do, and there's all different kinds in here, so it gives you ideas of what you can do. You just click on any one of them, and you can actually use these ideas to build your websites or your opt-in pages. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I purchased this new program called YouTube Ads, and it's one of the best software out there, packages to teach you how to do YouTube ads, and I highly suggest it. So I'm going to build this page right here, and I'm going to build this one and have all of this all on one page, and I'm going to show you how you can do that right now. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is go to your website, and I'm going to do this right on Jason Gerald, and we're going to create new page. Okay, and I'm going to call this page YouTube Ads, just like it was before, and YouTube Ads. Okay, and I'm going to turn off and disable the primary header on this page, and let me scroll down. Title, I'm going to disable everything on this page, and I want to disable sidebar. Okay, so I only have a single page. I'm going to publish this, publish, and now I'm going to create with Elementor up here. Okay, cool. Now at this point, when this thing loads, it's going to be a single page. There's no menu. This is just a blank page. You won't see this down here because that's part of my chatbot service right now. And I need to finish setting that up. So I'm a little behind. So I want to show you how you're going to create your page. Now, before I get into here, I want to show you another plugin that you're going to want to use. And let me go back to my site. And you're going to want to install this plugin. This is a pretty cool little plugin. And it will allow you, and we're going to pick something directly from here. And looks like I got some updates to do here. But we're going to go to, let's see, where are you? Instant images. Okay. You're going to want to upload this so you can have this on your hard drive. And so what it does is it allows you to have any images out there, and it automatically loads it to your WordPress. It's very simple to do. So for example, let me just pick a city. I want a city background, kind of a dark city. Okay, so we're going to pick something like, I kind of like that. That's going to be good. And I'll pick this one, and let's just see here. What else do we got? I might even do that one right there. Okay, so that's going to give me some ideas, and I have plenty to choose from. Okay, so now I want to make the image, one of those images, in the entire background here. And here's how you do that. You go down here to this little icon down there, and then I'm going to hit Styles, and I'm going to put Body, and I'm going to grab one of those images. So let's just grab this image right there, and let's put that image. And look what it did. Automatically filled the entire page. Pretty cool. Now, what I could do is put a color over it, and let's see if that does it. It doesn't look like it's going to do that. Okay, that's not going to do it. But what I could do is, so I thought I could put this color over top of it, but it doesn't look like it's going over the top of it. I wanted to do that. I believe there is a way of doing it, but I'd have to probably figure it out. So we're going to leave it the way it is. I kind of like it. It looks nice. It's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So let's go ahead and go back into here. Now I'm going to go back to my example. Okay. I may want to create a nice border up top and give it a nice red up top there. I'm not sure yet exactly how I'm going to do that. So let's go back up here and let's create a top. Okay. And we're going to want to make this, since we have that, let's go ahead and go to the settings, and we're going to go full width, and we're going to stretch it all the way out. Okay, and let's just see what it does there. Okay, I want to be able to put this here. Let's just make this style. Let's make that a dark red. And it's been a long time since I've done this, so I want to make sure I do this correctly. So let's just make that a red like that. All right, and let's, for right now, just put a space in there. Okay, just like that. All right, now if I minimize this, you'll see that's a nice big red up top there. Okay, now what I could do, so I've just put space in there. I don't necessarily want that, so let me get rid of that, and let's put in, I don't have the logo created, but I need to create a logo. So let's just grab one here. Not sure exactly what I have. Let's just grab my logo and see what I got. So we're just going to grab this logo right here. We're going to insert that baby, and let's justify it left, and let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, we're going to make it about like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, what else did they have in this logo? They didn't really have anything else up top there. And to be honest with you, they have the image a little darker. So let's just make that a little darker, just like about there. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, there we go. I would probably do a new logo. That would include my logo and plus YouTube ads in there. So I would put both of them in there. And it's really easy to do. If I could do it all in Photoshop, or I could actually go right here and create another space in there. And then I could actually just bring this over and then increase the font size of this. Where are we? Image, right here, and make that bigger to go right there, and then maybe even make it a little bit bigger like that. And then the next image I would do, well, let's just bring in the same image and let's just duplicate this and just show you what I would do. Okay, now obviously that's way too big, so not a big deal. We can bring it nice and down, and there you go. You would have both of those logos right there, and you could probably even put comments or something in between it, right like that. Okay, so now what do we need to do? We need to be able to create this information in the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and create another space in there, and this time let's make this a little smaller. Okay, you can see right there I made it a little smaller and it ends right there. Okay, so now I want to make that style of a box, and let's just make this a darker gray. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. See, I always make a mistake. I need to click on this box and then click here, and I want to make that a gray. Okay. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. Okay, I didn't see it. So I'm doing something wrong. Background, and that's an overlay. Okay, background. Okay, so what did I do wrong there? Okay, clear. Then let's do it this way. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I always have this problem where I'm doing it wrong here. Maybe it's it's not hard. It just takes a little time to figure it out. Border typography. How come this is not showing? It should show. Maybe I have to have something inside there. So let's just add a title in there. That's it. That's the reason why it wasn't showing. Okay, sometimes I've got to, click on that little link, that button right there, and let's actually make that, we'll leave that color, but let's lighten that up so the back shows in there. Okay, now I'm going to want to put a space up top there. So let's go ahead and add some space up top. Okay, now I can always add as much as I want or little as I want. And if I don't need it, I'll take it away. All right, so now I've got my title. So let me go to, I'm going to add this text up here, right up top here. Okay, so I've already created that. So let me go into here, go grab that text. I don't want to have to retype that and take too much time. All right, so that was more of a kind of like a little text in there. So let's add that. Let's get rid of this information right here and add that right there, and let's center this information just like that. Okay, looking good. Okay, now if I want to, now let's go and put the title, the header in there, and that's going to be this big text, and that's the big text for right here. That's this text right there. So let's go ahead and add that to here and go to content, put that into here, and there's the big text. Now in this case, I got a spelled word wrong in there. Fix that. Let's make that text white. Okay, and let's make this white. Now it's not going to be exact like the other one because I don't have his background image, but that's okay. We want to duplicate exactly his exact same thing. Just want to give you an idea of what you can do here. And so what am I doing? I got to concentrate here on what I'm doing. I need to be able to center that. There we go. I wanted to center that. Now it's a little big, so maybe I need to, maybe I don't need this up here. So let's get rid of that, and that's good there. But let's bring this text up to closer underneath here. So, and I'm going to unlink all of these. If I did this together and I try to bring the top, because there's top and this is right, which is over here. This is the bottom and the left is right on the left hand side. So if I don't have that unlinked and I have this all together, it puts everything and it squishes everything together. Well, I don't want to do that, so I want to be able to unlink it and just bring the whole thing up, okay? Just like that. Now, if I wanted some padding, I might do a little bit of padding in there, and that will bring it down. Okay, so that's not too bad, but it's still a little big. So let's bring that text down, and let's just put it right about there, okay? And that's pretty darn good. Now, we're going to need to put some space on top. So I clicked right here, okay, and let's put some space on top. Now I'm going to unlink that and I want to put some space. Whoops, wrong way. And there we go. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to leave that up there. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Let me go again because, well, I think it is transparent. Yeah, let me just make it a little bit more transparent right there. That looks good. I can always change it up a little bit later if I don't like it. Now, what I need to do is go back to my picture and I need to put this next text in there. Okay, so we're going to hit up here. We're going to go to text. We're going to drop it inside of there just like that. And now I'm going to go grab the text right here because I've already typed it. And let's go and get rid of this because this is just garbage, goobala, right? All right, so now I want to make that a white background and like that. And I'm going to want to center it. And it's way too low, so I'm going to want to bring it up a level. So that means we'll go over to advanced, take it off the link, and let's bring it up to right underneath. Just like that. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Looks pretty good. I may even want to make this background a little darker just to make it so the words stand out a little bit better. And I might do a few other things, change it up a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty darn good. What's next? Okay, let's go back to my image. We need to have an opt-in box. Ooh, cool. And that opt-in box is just basically a link. So we can make that a button and that would go directly to your affiliate link. Okay, so let's just go grab the button. And there it is. We'll grab that button. We'll put it right underneath there. There's the button right there. And we're going to center it. And what does he say? Okay, yes, register for my spot. I even have that right here. Okay, copy that. And we're going to put that right here. And I don't have the link, but let's just make it to anything. I'm going to make this go directly to, I don't know, let's just go to the Academy right here. We're going to go right to there. Okay, go back to my site and just put it in. And you're going to want to open in the same window, I'm assuming. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We don't need to open it in a different window. Okay, so now let's make that a little bit bigger. The text size in there. So we're going to make that a little bit bigger. So not that big. Yeah, I would say about right there. Okay. And let's bring it up to the top, closer to the top. And go right about right there. We want everything within the fold. Okay. That's important that we have everything within the fold. And let's go look at the image again. And we've got those there. So we want to make that button a color. Okay, so we want to make the background a red color. Okay, so let's go grab that red. Actually, I got a color picker here, so let's go and pick this color right in here. Okay, all right, let's go do that. Where's my color? I want to pick it. Come on, color picker. Maybe it won't work here because I'm in edit mode. Anyway, there's another way of doing it too. There's always more than one way, I guess, to skin a cat. Bad way of saying it. All right, so all I did is I clicked up here on this link there. I went into styles, and there's that link. And I'm going to copy this right here and go down to my plugin, my word here. Now, there's a little trick here. If you notice, this is, since I moved that up, this little box is hard to tell where it is. So if you right click on there and do nav, you can actually see that there's the button, and if you can see there's the text above it. So it's hard to find out, and you sometimes can't click on it. That's a little trick you can do. Oh, now look, it's coming back in. It wants to bring in my color picker. Anyway, so now you can go to the button in there, and now you can go directly to this button, and we can type in, get rid of that, go back to the button, type in that code. Okay, there we go. So now that color is the exact same color. It's up there. Okay, yes, register my spot. Okay, now I'm going to close that out so it's out of the way. And now let's okay, cool. Now we're almost half done already. That's not too bad. Okay, now we need to get this this countdown. So let's go find the countdown. Count. So here's the counter, and there's clock. There's all kinds of things we can do in here. So there's the counter. We need to set this up to round circles. Let's see. I haven't used this one, so I'm not sure if what this is. Separator, dots, spaces, title, cool, threshold, counter, style. Let's just see what happens here. Looks like there's only one, and I think I need the evergreen counter. So I may be picking up the wrong one. So let's see. Do we have an ever? This may be what I'm looking for. I actually haven't used this before, so that's it right there. Okay, so I'm going to want to move this down to underneath. Well, then let me grab this bottom one. And see, this is where this navigator comes in handy. So I can just move it up to there and move the button around. Okay, cool. So now I'm all set up. Now if I want to go to the counter, I can go here. This could be inline. Okay. Evergreen timer. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else can I do in here? Days, inline, block. I want to do, can I do circles? Show label, yes. Custom label. Action expires. Let's see here. Oh, wait, let me go back. That's an evergreen. Due date. Okay. 1 day. We'll just leave it at that there. What else? Border. We can do borders. Content. This is just the color. The mainly would be in here. I don't see where I can do circles. I'm sure there's probably a way of doing it. Just not really sure yet exactly where. All right, so that looks actually not too bad, but instead of the gray, let's turn those to white background, and let's see. Yes, that's it. And let's take the text, which is the content here, and let's make that a black, and let's gray it out a little bit. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, go back to content, and let me see here. Is there a center? I'm assuming there might be a center somewhere in here. Background width. Okay. All right. Background border space. We can spread that out a little bit. We can add a little less padding. I don't necessarily need that. Doesn't look like it really did anything. Let me look in here. The label. We probably ought to make that a black. Okay, let's make that a black. And we could copy this exact color right there and click on that, click here, whoops, and go like that. Okay, so now that's the exact same color. Okay, border spaces, okay, that looks good there, actually not too bad. So we could actually make the font a little bit smaller. So it doesn't need to be so darn big. And let's make this font, what size was that? 28. So let's make this 28. Let's make this 18. Let's drop it down a little bit. Doesn't need to be as big as the numbers. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I'm kind of liking it. It's looking good. Okay, so there, it's all within the fold, as you notice there. And so when I scroll down, this won't show up. So let me just update this and show you what this looks like on a regular page. That's what it looks like. Not too bad. You can actually kind of see it. It looks good. It's really identified, and it draws your attention to the words. And if you click on that register, it goes directly to the program or the affiliate link that I need to get set up so they can register their spot. Now you could actually do, instead of just have it go directly to their register, because they will capture the lead. But if you wanted to capture the lead, here's what you do. Instead of doing a buy button, and let me go back up here, go into Navigator, and let's get rid of this button here, and let's delete the button, and let's go up to here and bring in form. Okay, now you can drop that form right in there, and we don't need email, we don't even need first name, and we just want to have the email address and the send to button. And this is the timer that's still there. And so what you're going to do is say, for example, you use, I use ConvertKick, okay? And so now I can go here and just pick my list that I want all the emails to be sent to. And now whenever somebody signs up, they send right up to that email list. It's pretty simple to do. So, but it's awful. It's just way too big. So we want to bring the right down. Let's say, let's go 50, and we want to do the 50 on the right, 50. Let's do more than, let's just try 100. And let's try 100 on that side. Okay, that's not too bad. Now there's a lot of space up in there, so let's move this down a little bit, and let's go up to here and do, I don't know, 44. Whoops, it should be negative 44, so we'll just drop it down to a negative 4 and put another 4. Well, we need to go further, so we'll just go like that. All right, cool. That looks decent right there. Now I notice there's email right there, so we go up to the content, go up to email, and we'll just get rid of the email right there, and boom, it brought it up. Well, I didn't need to go that high, I guess. So let's minus that out again, and let's bring it up a little bit. All right, looking good. What was the font? What was that color here? Don't know. So I'm gonna go steal it from that one up there. Go back into my, I need to go back into the form, styles, and we want to go to button, and we want to do background color of that background color, which was wrong. Go grab it again, highlight, copy, go back into here, button, highlight, and delete. Oh, nice work. So here's the thing. I just hit the delete key, but here's the cool thing. I want to bring it back. Boom, right there. It's all right back. So even when you make a mistake, it's easy to fix. Okay, go back to the button. We want to change that color again, and I want to put that color this color. Okay, cool. And There we go. Now, same thing. It's the same thing, but I'm capturing the lead now. Instead of sending them the lead, I get to capture the lead. Goes to my email list, and I still have the exact same thing all right there. Now, let's go back to the list and see what else he did. He's got a kind of the image stops right there, right at the bottom. And so if I scroll down here, it continues a little bit more. So what we can do is add, okay, we're going to add a whole section here. And in this section right here, we want to go here and go into, what was it that we did? Did we do this one? I can't remember if that's right. And we're going to do full and full width. Okay, and let's just see what happens here. Oh, I don't have any content in that area, so it's not going to show if there's no content in there. So let's just add a little bit of content in there. And now let's go and minimize that. Okay, went all the way across. Perfect. Okay, so now it kind of got a break. So let's do this. Bring that back, and let's put a little bit more padding up top of this thing. And I'm going to break that, and I'm going to just, whoops, I need to go right here for that padding. I got to make sure I know which section I'm on. All right, so we'll drop that down to it's underneath the fold. All right, right about there. That looks pretty darn good. So this will take over for the rest of the page, okay? I'm not going to see this down here because that's not going to be part of it, okay? All right, so now let's go back to here and let's just grab that text, okay? And I have that text right here. So we're going to take that text, copy it, click on here, go back to here, go into here, and copy that text. Okay, a little too big, so let's just drop that text down a little bit in size. Okay, that looks pretty decent there. Go back over here, let's center that text, looking good. Okay, what's next? He has a box here. And by the way, I didn't even capture that image, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. But anyway, so there's the box. Now let's do, let's add another section in there. No, actually, I got a better idea. Let's don't add a section. Let's go up to here, and we're going to add this in here. Okay. Now, the reason why I want to do two inside there, because I wanted to put that in there. So this gives me ability to add more than one box. So if I want to add another box, I could, and it got me 3 boxes in there. I just want to have one box, okay? Or 2 boxes, excuse me, just like that. And if I go back to here, there's the 2 boxes. This is going to be an image, and this is going to be this part here, okay? So let me go back to here. We want to copy. We want to go up here, and we're going to grab some header text, and we're going to put inside that box. And we're going to go grab that part 1, okay? And so we're going to make a part 1. So I need to go get my, I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. And go up here and make this part 1. And we're going to center that, okay? And now we want to grab the text underneath that part 1, which is this right here. And we're going to go and we're going to copy underneath it the text. All right, just like that. And boom, shaka-boom. And let's go ahead and center that text like that. And let's go ahead and make that spacing in there a little bit smaller. And we're going to make that skinnier, just like about right there, okay? That looks darn good. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to take this and we're going to duplicate it. Boom, just like that. Okay, now it's over there, but I want to put that underneath in here. Whoops. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to do is delete that. And I'm just going to delete this again. and I wanted to make this, copy that, but I wanted to put it on the bottom. I know what I can do. I wonder if I can drag, whoops. Remember what I can do? I can go back here and bring it back to the way I wanted it. Okay, I wanted to drag this. All right, I'm gonna have to probably just create it by hand. All right, so no big deal. So what I can do is just go in here and put part, and do another one, and make that part 2 right here. Go back and add that in here, and then we'll center that text, and we're gonna duplicate this because we don't need to have that, and we're gonna copy that and put it right underneath there. We'll grab this text again for part 2, copy this, and we're gonna put that in here. We're gonna overwrite that text here, and there's more in there. Okay, that's there. And now what we want to do is we can just copy that, and we'll drag that underneath just right there, and this is going to be 3. All right, and now we're going to copy this, or clone it basically, and put that underneath right there. Okay, now I'll go grab that other text for part 3 right there, copy that, go into here, we're going to highlight all this and do that, and now we're going to make 4. Okay, bring that underneath, whoops, there. Okay, copy this again and do 4 underneath right there. Okay, and we're going to make that 4, and we've got to go get the text for 4. All right, so there's the text for 4. Copy that, and we're going to move that. I did that wrong, so let me go back into there, highlight that, and paste. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, now also what he has, that image is still down there. I wonder if it'll show in the background. Your host. Okay, so we need to grab that image, this image right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a thing called snippet tool, which I'm just going to grab this image right here. Actually, I'll just copy the whole thing, so I don't have to type. Well, I'll just do the image. All right, we're just going to make it like that. Okay, and I'm going to do file, save as, and I'm going to say YouTube of John. Okay, all right, so now let me go back to my account here, and what I'm going to want to do is drop an image, which is this here, over here. Okay, now I'm going to have to go get that image, upload it, grab it, and I have it in here, and I have it in image big, and I want to go to YouTube. Where are you, John? There you are, right there. And we'll just insert that image, and it's pretty darn close. Not too bad. So let's bring this image down a little bit. Let's put a little bit of padding onto it. Let's see, does this, whoops, I did it wrong. Does that show the padding? No, I always get it confused. All right, so let's go up here. Whoop, I want to put a little padding on it. We're going to go other way, put a little padding on it, give it a little bit more room. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Okay, so now he also had underneath here your host, and so we need to create that, and so that's going to be really simple. So we go over here and we'll just create the text, put it in there, and I already have the text created. Okay, I have the text created right there. Let's do your host. Now I could do all of this in one swoop, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in 2 pieces. And The reason why is that gives me the opportunity to move things around and make different sizes, which I could do it too. I could do another one here. I could actually go and just drop another one in there and add this here like this. Get rid of all this garbage and put that in there. But I can also just do it like this too, and just hit the return key and hit that, and it'll be in there. Now if I hit the text, make that in there, I can actually make it show a little bit better, and I can actually highlight John as a bold so it looks a little bit better, and then I can just delete this one. Okay, that's not too bad. And what I'm going to want to do is move this picture up so it's underneath this image a little bit more. Okay, cool. That looks pretty darn fancy. Okay, now what I'm going to want to be able to do here is I'm going to add the button. Okay, so now I need to go grab the button, and I'm going to put that button all the way across the bottom. Okay, we're going to center it, and what does the button say? I think, well, to be honest with you, let's just go and duplicate this. Actually, we could actually have people go back up here, but why not? Let's just duplicate this, and now let's just drag this all the way down. You know what? I'm going to leave that right there, and I'm going to left click, go to nav, bring this baby up here, and since we're here in the forms, let's bring this down. We don't need this form section. We need the bottom section down here. Oh, I guess we did need that section. So we're just going to drop that form at the very bottom. Right there. There we go. So that's automatically down there again. Now I don't need this one, so I can get rid of that button right there. Okay. Now we need to put some space in there. So let's get rid of that. And let's put some more space in there. So let's go to advance. Let's get rid of everything we have in there. Okay. And let's get rid of that. And let's see what we have. Okay. We got rid of all the space in there. So let's do 44, and let's just do 55. Whoops, 55. Maybe a little bit more. Let's do 88. Let's do 100. All right, a little bit better. Now I like doing it that way, and then if I want to bring the top back up, I can, and if I want to leave the bottom right there, I could. Or I could take the bottom and say, let's do 50 on the bottom. You know, makes it a little bit better that way. Now, I can also put some more content up top of it so it's not as big. And let's just say, let's maybe do this 200 and 200. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be so wide. Now, there's multiple ways of doing this too. I could have actually, what I could have done is drop this in here again, like so. We'll just drop it in there, and I could have add another row to it and then just manually move this over and move this one over, and then I could take this data here and just drop it inside of there like so. Now what I would do is I would just take out this entire, all of this, because you don't really need this. Okay, so you see it filled that entire row. So then I could rearrange this field any way I want, like this. Actually, it's a little bit better than doing the adjustments in here. It's a little easier to, you know, change the size. So you can, if you notice something here, you see the percentages there change, and so that's 16.7. I can go over here and do the same thing, is change this to 16.7. Close to it right there. That's pretty darn close. I think that's still too wide. I want to go about, let's say 27 on the right, and let's just bring that to 27. Whoops, 27 over there. Okay, it's pretty darn close. You get what I mean. Now you can also add some text above it if you wanted to, but we've actually duplicated this whole thing. So let's update this and let's go take a look at what it looks like now. Now, I would actually change the logo up there a little bit more. I might even make that a little darker so it can be seen, or it's not actually bad. And you can scroll down and you've got your opt-in right there. Pretty cool. Now, I want to show one other thing here. So when you're on your opt-in page, you're going to need to actually, we set up fields. We need to go to content. And we need to go to afterwards. So now we've got email set up. We've got your capture email, but we have no way of sending that to a redirect. So we add a redirect right here. And that redirect is where you're going to put your affiliate link. Okay. So let's just copy that, go back into here and put your affiliate link in there. Now, there's one thing that you need to do, and don't forget, is on the very bottom down here, you're going to want to do the exact same thing. Is, since we duplicated that, go back to content, and we need to go here and add a redirect. Okay, and now you've got a redirect in there and you can paste it. That's how easy it is to add and build a page. As long as you have the words and everything all written out, I just duplicated that exact same page. Now let me update this and let's go take a look at this. Not too shabby. I like it. I like it a lot. And it looks very similar. So if you go back and look at the one example here, this is the total example of the lead page or squeeze page that we just created. Okay. Now, if I go back to my website here, this is the one we created. Now we just used a different image in the background. Still got John. Now what I may do to put, so since this is me and not John, kind of confusing. What I would do is add my picture right beside it and say, this is John, who's going to be your host, and this is me, which would be a picture of me right over here. What you can do, you know, not a big deal. Pretty easy to do. Okay, so what else do we need to do? We need to test this on mobile. Okay, that's extremely important. So here's how you test it on mobile. Put it right there, and let's go see what it looks like. Wow, it doesn't look good at all. So let's go over here, and we're in the styles, and let's reset that. That's not too bad. We'll leave that, and let's go into here, and let's take this, and let's bring it a little closer. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I like that a little bit better. And now let's go up to here. I don't like all that white space and wasted space. Look at that icon up there. That's terrible too. So mobile, let's take that, let's break that. And so now we got that up top. We don't need that white space there. It's a wasted space. And we got some problems down there. Now don't worry about this, because that's we would remove that from the chatbot service. Actually, the chatbot service would actually really help you, because when people have a question, they can click on it and you can create an AI that will give them the information and then send them directly to your affiliate link. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so let's, since I've got two here, I may not want this one here. So what I'll do is go up here and go to responsive, and I'll remove this one. And when you look at it on your mobile phone, this one won't show up. Okay, right now it's cache, so cache is still showing it there, but it would actually not be shown on mobile. Only one will be shown is this one up here. Okay, so let's make this a little bit smaller. So we're gonna reset that, and maybe that wasn't a good idea, so we need to bring it down. Okay, we're gonna go, whoa, let's do about right there. And let's bring the other one down, this one. Okay, we're trying to get it all on one line here. So let's see if we can do the box. Okay, so 100% spaces between the box. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, so now that looks 1,000% better. Now we still got our evergreen timer there. That's a little too big. So let's let's go back up here and let's reset that. That looks decent there. I'm not going to worry about those. Those look good. He looks good there. Opt-in looks good. That's very good. Now this won't show up, okay, because that's part of the Elementor Pro. But that looks really good on mobile now. Now all I have to do is go back up here to desktop, and my desktop is the same. All that changes just happened on mobile, okay? Update this, and it's updated up here, and boom. Now let's take this down, okay, and let's minimize this screen. Let's minimize that background. Actually, what I need to do is minimize all the background, everything. All right, and let's just have this one picture up here. Okay, so let's go back up to the top, and let's just test the mobile side, the responsiveness. Okay, looking pretty decent there. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's looking good. Very responsive. I like it. Now, that's a little too big in my opinion. I think I'll make that a little smaller. So what I can do is, since that's there, let me go back to my site here, and when I go back into mobile here, let's go to the top, and let's change this and style. Where's the text? Is this the text? No, that's the CSC. Content. The image. This is it right here. So that image needs to be a little smaller. And like I said, this one won't show up because it's showing up on here because it's a cache issue. Where can I center this? Right here, and center that. Okay, cool. Now that one shouldn't show up on mobile. So let's just update that. And now let's go back to desktop mode. Click down there again. Looking good, looking good. All right, so that's how you set up an opt-in page. Now it's going to take you a little time, but it's not. That was relatively easy, setting that opt-in page up where I've got my own, and I showed you different ways that you can do things. So if this makes sense to you, let me know how you like this video, if it helped you. And by the way, you want to go to skyviewhost.com because everything I do and everything I set up was all built on this one with Astro Pro, Elementor Pro, and all of this right here. So you can actually select the different plans that we have, and you can have 5 websites, 1 website, 10, 50, all right here. And you get a chatbot service, which is very cool. Like I showed you before, you can get that chatbot service right here, and you can set it up, and you can see on my page how that worked, right here. And that's very cool. And you can have where ask questions right there, right here. So I won't go through that, but you can see how that works. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. If you get stumped, I will be able to help you. Just text me or face me on Facebook. You can go to Jason Gerald on Facebook, and you'll see this face right there on Facebook. You know that's me. All right, guys, have a great day. I hope this helped you. And make sure you like my channel, my YouTube channel, so that you follow. I'm going to be creating more videos just like this one. All right, guys, have a great day.